Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Deanna and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a really quick story time. I was thinking about this story as I was driving home today and I thought it'd be funny to share it with you guys. When I was a teenager, I wanted so badly to be bad. Like, I wanted to have like cool friends and I wanted to be accepted, so I felt like I was willing to do almost anything to get acceptance points from people. When I was about 18 years old, I met a friend in medical assisting school, and it just so happened that she lived in the same apartment complex as my boyfriend at that time, or maybe he was my ex-boyfriend at that time. I'm not exactly sure. But point being, she lived in the exact same apartment complex that his family lived in. So me and this girl, we hung out a lot, and she was kind of like a thug, gang affiliated if you will. One day she asked me if I wanted to hang out, so I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'm down. So I went to her house, and she lived in like the 60s, right, on Bancroft. And she was like, let's walk to my cousin's house. And I was like, yeah, walk to your cousin's house, it's fine, like no problem. Her cousin ended up living like in the 90s, and mind you, in Oakland, the streets aren't just 60s to 90s, like there's other streets along the way. So we walked like, I don't know, 30-40 blocks to her cousin's house. We got to her cousin's house, people were drinking. Mind you, I was 18 at the time, I think, so I wasn't old enough to drink. But her cousins were drinking, her family members were drinking. I think it was just like a chill family party, and I thought it was legit, but I guess it was too boring for her taste. So she was like, we should go to a different party. So we went to another party that was a few blocks further down, and this was like the teenager party, or not the teenager party, but it was like the young people party, like not a family party. And there was more drinking going on, and if you know me, you know that I've never been very much of a drinker. Like, I've never really cared for drinking. Even now, I don't really care for drinking. So back then, like, if I was drinking with my friends, I was having like a beer or a margarita, if that. So we're at this house party, and people are drinking, people are doing drugs. What kind of drugs, I don't know, but I know they were doing them. Yeah. For whatever reason, I guess this girl that I was hanging out with like was never content with where she was, and she wanted to continue to party hop and just go to the next place. And so she was like, let's go to this other party in the 20s. And in my head, I'm like, girl, we walked here from the 60s like to the 90s. We walked here. Like, we're not about to walk to the 20s. And she's like, no, don't worry, like, so-and-so has a car. And I'm like, okay, cool, so-and-so has a car. So-and-so is wasted. Like, so-and-so is like drunk, passed out, not quite passed out, but getting there. And I'm like, yeah, they're not driving me. And they're like, no, it's fine. Like, you didn't drink very much, you drive us. You guys, at this time, I did not have my license. I knew how to drive, but I did not have my license. I don't think I had my license till I was like 21 years old. This is now the second party we're at, headed to the third party, and I'm driving the car of someone that I don't even know. Like, I did not know this person. And they low-key gave me authorization to drive their car. Cheers. Leah brought me shrimp flavored cup of noodles. So I'm just gonna eat this while I talk to you guys. But this person didn't really give me authorization to drive their car. Like, they were not in a position to do so. Did you put tapatio in this?
Yeah.
You guys, whenever we tell people what we put in our noodles, like, they always think we're hella gross, but we put mayonnaise and cheese and tapatio in our noodles. It's probably why I'm fat, but like, oh well. All right, back to my story. I was 18 years old, didn't have a license, and everyone's telling me like, you be the DD, the designated driver. I'm like, all right. Mind you, the only person that I know is my one like homegirl. Everyone else, her friends, her cousins, I don't really know at this point. I don't know. So, you guys, if there's another thing you know about me, you know that I'm blind. Like, I cannot see. So on this particular night, I was not wearing contacts, and I was not wearing glasses. So seeing being as though I had no other way to get home and nowhere else to go, I said, that's cool. I'll just drive a stranger's car with no license and no eyeballs. Because I could not see y'all. And mind you, it was nighttime. Like at this point, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Oh my gosh. What was I thinking? At this point, we're driving down Bancroft, which is like one of the main streets in Oakland, right? Not main streets, but like it goes clear through Oakland through like, yeah, anyways, it goes clear through Oakland. So I'm driving down Bancroft in the middle of the night in a car that doesn't belong to me with no license and not being able to see. Oh no, you guys, but it gets worse. As I'm driving, I'm paranoid, right? And I'm looking extra hard at everything. Like my eyes are hella open because I'm like trying to see as best as I can. So I look in my rearview mirror and I see a cop car behind me. You guys, when I tell you that I shit my pants, like, I was like, that's it. I'm going to jail. There are drunk people in the car, underage people in the car that are drunk. This is not my vehicle. I do not have a license. I had a drink. I was like, that's it, I'm going to jail. I'm freaking out. So then I proceed to tell the people in the vehicle, you guys, there's a cop behind us. At which point, one of the drunk guys proceeds to say that he has a gun on him. And it was at that point that I knew I fucked up. You don't drive people you don't know from party to party because you don't know what they have on them. So I got one guy talking about he has a gun. There's somebody else talking about they have drugs on them. And I'm just sitting here like, I cannot see. So I slow down and I'm hella careful not to go over the speed limit. I'm like driving Miss Daisy. Like I'm just like, nope. Everybody act cool, act calm, act professional. Like we are good. The cop car speeds up, comes up right behind me, gets next to me. I look over and it's a fucking taxi cab. It was a taxi cab. It was not a cop car. But I couldn't see because I was blind, so I thought it was a cop car. So, I mean, I pretty much pooped my pants for no reason. So, I mean, that's pretty much like the peak of the story. Because then after that, I was just like sweating bricks all night. Like then at that point I knew like, what am I doing? I am not this kind of girl. Like my parents raised me to be a good girl. This is not how I grew up. I am not about the thug life. I'm not about the thug life. So anyway, we proceed to go to this other party in the Dubs in the 20s. And it was even more sketch because at this point, like I had gone from a family party to a house party to an apartment, like bedroom, where people were clearly like on some serious stuff. And I was like, nah, I gotta go home. To be honest, I don't even remember how I got home that night. Like I really don't. Like I really do not. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I don't know. I might have asked my mom to come get me. Like the little weak ass that I am. I honestly don't remember. But you guys, the moral of this story is, don't do things to prove how cool you are to other people. Especially when those people are trash. Me and this girl, like, we're not friends anymore. We were running in different circles. Like, she was about a life that I was not about. You know, like, be content in who you are. Be content in how your parents raised you. Be content with the life you have. Like, don't do stuff to try to be cool. Don't do stuff to try to fit in, because at the end of the day, like, you're not gonna fit into those crowds that you're trying so hard to fit into. Like, I was doing all the things, going through the motions with these people, and I was so uncomfortable because I was not about that life. Like, I wasn't trying to go to jail. I wasn't trying to do drugs. I wasn't trying to hold nobody's gun. Like, it was not it, y'all. It wasn't it. It really wasn't it. But yeah. And on that note, I'm done with this video. Let me know if you like this story time and if I should do others, because I do have a few other like little random stupid stories from when I was a teenager. And I think they'd be cute to share. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. And, you know, leave me a comment. Show me some love, because, oh my God, I don't know who you are, who it is, but somebody thumbed down most of my videos. And I know it was one person because I didn't have any thumbs down on my videos. And all of a sudden now I have 1 thumbs down on every single video. Like, that was very clearly one person being hella petty. So, see me, bruh. And on that note, peace. See you later.